Hello, my name is Lacey and welcome back to Late Night Coloring Mama. Tonight I thought we'd do a little color and chat. The book that I chose tonight is another Brain Games book that I haven't shared with you guys yet. This is Color by Number Stress-Free Coloring. I did get this on Amazon a long time ago, so if I do find that still available, I will link that down below. Yeah, so here are some of the answer keys. And I will start off by showing you some of the pictures I have colored. I have colored, excuse me, I cannot talk tonight, several pictures in this book. And I do tear them out, so you'll see this little, okay. So this is the first picture that I colored. I colored this with colored pencils. Here is the second one. I also used colored pencils. This is a really fun coloring book and it is very relaxing. I also colored this one with colored pencils. I believe I might have a few with gel pen even in here. This one. I did this one with these cats. This is super cute. Just easy, relaxing pictures. You don't feel like coloring a whole bunch. I just like coloring them in general. And this one I used gel pens, I see. As well as this one I had used gel pens in. This one it looks like I used colored pencils. And I did notice when I was browsing color books that they do have a few that I do not have that I would like to purchase eventually at some point. This one looks like it got a little smudged. It's okay. There's little bugs. These were gel pens as well. Back when I used gel pens a lot. I did this one with gel pens as well. They have the numbers on all the pictures down here with the colors. I think this one's one of my favorites. This is with gel pens as well. I just think it's so pretty with the blues, the yellows. Well, the yellow and the blue and gray. There's a couple blues and grays. Mandala. I love mandalas. And then this one I used with color pencil as well. So yeah, and this is just my sheet to put under my paper that I'll show you guys that I'm going to color tonight. It's been a while since I've colored in this one, so just move these out of the way. Try not to mix my markers all up. Okay. And this is the picture I'm going to color for you guys tonight. I thought it was a cute picture. And they have the answer key also in the back. It just shows you some of the ones. It just says, pick your page, color by number, save or share. So yeah, pretty fun book. So I'm going to color this picture tonight. I don't know if I'm going to fold it over. I think I'm going to fold it over. The first color's down here. Oh, let me see if I can get it in there a little bit. Sorry. So those are the colors. And I'm going to use my Ohuhu dual tip coloring markers. So I have tested them out. I did the swatch for you guys in one of my previous videos. And I also have colored a picture with them that I'll share at the end of the month. And at first I was hesitant about the brush tip because I've tried one brush tip marker that I was about. And I actually really love these brush tips on these Ohuhu ones. And I'm usually a fine tip girl, and the fine tip on these, they're okay, but they're not my favorite. I'll use them, of course, but they feel a little more rougher than the normal fine to me. So yeah, so I might be using brush tips a lot with these. So the first one is number 1. Here's the marker, and I'm going to use number 10, powder pink. So yeah, let's get started. I just thought this would be a fun little picture. Wouldn't be super long, I don't think, but we'll see. Looks like some tulips. I love the little gardening can. I like the it can be decoration even. On a table, some flowers. I love that look. I just think it looks so cute in the spring or summer. I don't have that, but I should do that. We grow tulips in our front yard by our bushes. They're always this pretty red. When we bought our house, the previous owners were really big into gardening, like flower-wise. So they had a beautiful setup with them, and we get them every year, and I just love them. They do have like some flowers in the back as well of our house. I don't know what they're called, but they're huge, but I'm allergic to those because I thought they were pretty one time, and my husband brought some in, and yeah, my eye got pretty puffy the next couple days, and I couldn't figure it out, and I'm like, God, why are my eyes so puffy? When I was droopy, I went to the doctor, and he asked if I had any allergies or anything like that, and I said, well, seasonal. He was asked about, if I had any flowers or anything in the house, and I said, actually, yes. We brought in some flowers from outside. I described them, and he said I was probably allergic to them. So we removed them from the house, and ever since I haven't had a bad reaction. So my husband, when they grow back in every year, he just cuts them down so I can go back out there. So that's what that's looking like so far. I think that's going to be a pretty pink. So what is everyone up to tonight? Doing anything fun? Coloring along with me? What are you coloring in if you're coloring along with me tonight? Maybe diamond painting, reading, just listening. What are you doing, or what are your plans tonight? Well, it's late here, so I don't really have any plans besides this, but it was a good night. My son came home from school and he had some homework. When he started school, his teacher said they would have 30 minutes of homework pretty much each night. But they don't have homework on Fridays, which is really nice. So he did his math homework. We studied for his spelling test, and then he did his 20 minutes of reading. I made meatloaf tonight, and mashed potatoes and green beans. My daughter tried them all. We've been trying to have her try everything at least just once, because she's so picky with everything I've mentioned before. So we've just been having her just try stuff at least once. So that's what she's been doing, which is actually working pretty good. So we ate that, and my son, he's in 2nd grade. He just devoured his meal, and he wanted more. So he ate the most out of all of us. He was just starving. He has such a high metabolism. I wish my metabolism was still like that. So yeah, and then I did some laundry and did some dishes like every night. And laundry. I try to do 1 load of laundry at least a day. Sometimes I do more, just, to keep up with laundry. Because I get overwhelmed if I have too much laundry. Which sometimes it happens, you get carried away doing other things, and I just don't like the overwhelming because I am very anxious. And then I did get to finish reading Britney Spears' memoir, The Woman in Me. Have any of you read that? Oh, it's so sad. So sad. But I did read that. It's not that long of a book. It was, I think, like 280 pages, I think. It's 200 something. But yes, it was so sad. Okay, let me see. We got some ones here. How cute on the little bow. I was originally going to color in another book, but I didn't want to do a 2-part. Not yet. I thought something a little bit easier. Just relaxing because I am kind of feeling tired tonight. But I wanted to color still because I know usually coloring winds me down and helps me relax. I think coloring has always been that way. Even when I was little, it just relaxes me, winds me down. Okay, that's it, I believe, for the number 1s. So let me get number 2. It's going to be this color. And I am using Ohuhu again, and it's 14 Deep Scarlet Red. Oh yeah, this is really pretty. So I've been hearing that there's possible refills for Ohuhu markers. Now these are my first set, so I don't know too much about them. I've seen a lot of videos where people use Ohuhu markers. Now, can you get refills for all of them? Or do they still do that? Or because that's amazing if they do. I don't know if they do for these markers or if there's certain markers. Or if I can refill them myself. I don't know. I don't know how that works, I guess. Because I know my Dabo and Shobo I can do myself. I'm really liking that red. Pull that down a little bit here. There. So how's the weather where you guys are tonight? I just checked the temperature outside not too long ago, and it says it's 27 degrees. Looks pretty cloudy, I would say. Out there. Covering the moon, so I'm so happy I like these markers. I was so nervous, but I wanted to try, I want to try new stuff, just the kind that I had probably just wasn't a good match for me, I guess. I don't even remember what kind they were. My son likes them, so I'll probably just give them to him. They were some kind from Hobby Lobby, and I got them a long time ago, but he loves them. I'll probably just give them to him. Santa brought him his Posca markers, so he was pretty excited about that. He loves them. He's like, Mom, are you jealous? I have Posca markers and you don't? He's like, you can use them if you want. He's so nice. And funny. My daughter got a Barbie coloring book from Santa, and she absolutely loves it. It's got some nice pictures in it. I should have got one for myself. Told Santa, hey, I want one of those. No. I've been good this year. Can I please? My son got a Lego Ninjago coloring book. He wanted that, but he hasn't colored in it yet. He's been drawing. He's a drawer, so he'll color too, but right now he's just using his Poscas. I haven't watched really anything on TV lately. I've just been kind of reading. Did also get, I don't know if you'd call it, maybe you'd call it the second book in the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas, if any of you guys have heard of that or read that. I know the Assassin's Blade book is like the books before that. I read that, and then I read Throne of Glass. Now I'm on Crown of Midnight. It's a fantasy series. And that's actually the first fantasy series I started, and now I'm hooked and just want to read a bunch of fantasy books. So yeah, I got that from the library. My hold came up. Same with the Britney Spears book I had gotten from the library. Try to use the library when I can. And then reading my books too. That's a big goal of mine this year, to read a lot of mine and just use the library if I need to. Just like I said before, I have so many books. I really shouldn't be buying any more. So I'm probably not going to. Unless they were like gifts or something that I received from my husband, because my husband always jokes with me. Let me guess, you want more books? He's funny. Yeah, this is a really, really pretty red. Oh, one thing I did hear, so I've mentioned before that I've liked the show Below Deck. I just read an article that they're going to come out with a season 11. I'm on season 10, and it's been out for a while, and I just heard that they're going to come out with season 11, so... I mean, not the original Captain Lee, who was my favorite. So I'm interested to see if I'll watch that one. See how season 10 ends. Forgot to tell my husband that. He likes to joke with me about my reality drama TV shows, but sometimes he'll sit and watch them too, so it's kind of funny. My son really wants to see the Wonka movie, and my daughter, and he also wants to see Wish. Yeah, we didn't watch any movies last weekend, so we hung out at home for New Year's Eve and made like snacky foods. We do that every year with the kids on New Year's. And play like Wii games and sometimes board games. We dug up the board games that we were playing the Wii. We were having so much fun. We have this family game board night, it's called. We were playing that on there for hours. Like Operation, I think it's called Picturica, Jenga. And my daughter, she got tired super early, so she was like, I'm gonna go in my room and watch some TV and go to bed. So she didn't last very long. Set the timer on her TV for like, I don't know, a half hour, and she was out. Okay, I think that's it for number 2. Just checking. So we'll do number 3. Just that. It's like a bluish green color. All right. Yeah, so she fell asleep really early and my son stayed up. My son actually stayed up and watched the ball drop. So, and then he went right to bed. It's probably the only time he usually stays up that late, and we let him stay up that late. Me and my husband watched the ball drop last year too, but I think the year before we didn't. It was fun. We watched that. My son was excited because it was the first year he's actually stayed awake. Usually he goes to bed, but he was having so much fun. He wanted to stay up, and so we let him. I remember watching that as a kid, watching the ball drop and being so excited. So I've officially been on YouTube for 2 months now. And I honestly can't believe it. You know, I didn't think I would even be this far. I have 20 some videos and I was so nervous. I remember starting and thinking, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do this. But here I am. I did it. Sometimes I still get a little nervous. It's probably just my anxiety getting the best of me. Well, other times I'm just, okay. So yeah. I am enjoying your guys' comments and I try to answer everyone. So if I miss some, I am sorry. I do try to answer them when I can. And I am thankful truly for each and every one of you. Yeah, like I said, I didn't even expect to be on YouTube this long. Something I was just going to try out, and well, here I am. So yes, I'm a late nighter. Once in a blue moon, I can go to bed early. That's if I'm like super, super exhausted. I'll go to bed early. If my daughter is asleep, because she sometimes has a hard time sleeping. And I have very bad anxiety. I worry way too much about things in life. Some things, you know, I don't even know why I worry. My husband thinks I like to worry, which he's probably right, and I don't think I am, but I worry. It's ridiculous. And I sit and wonder, is he right? I worry about stuff that hasn't even happened, or you don't even have like a Facebook or anything. That social media, just Facebook wise, just stresses me out. I did have one while back, and I just, it's not good for me. So yeah, I wish I didn't worry. Right, let's see. I'm liking this color too. It's turning out pretty nice. So yeah, this is just something for me to do at night to help my mind slow down and relax and unwind, which it does help actually me a lot. Like, I don't know if my siblings understand it or not, but well, I guess they kind of do. They know I have this channel. They're not subscribed to it or anything. They're older than me and they don't just really do YouTube or anything, but two of my sisters keep telling me to keep going, keep going. You know, they say if it's something that helps you and it's a hobby you enjoy, keep doing it. And they're right, it is something I enjoy. But it's, honestly, I probably never would have had a channel if it weren't for my husband. He's the one that encouraged me to do what I love. And he thought it'd be good for me and just to talk to people, because I'm a homebody. I mean, I have a couple friends, and we see each other very rarely. But I'd rather be at home than do anything else. I mean, granted, I do like to go places once in a while, but for the most part, I do like to be at home. All right. Let's see if that's it for number 3. I'm going to dig out my number 4. Just a second. Okay, so number 4, I'm using 34 peacock green. So yes, again, thank you guys so much. This is my calm. Oh, I don't want to use that side. Pulled out the wrong side. Fine tip. Yes, this is my calm. Calm when I just can't relax. Ooh, that is dark and pretty. I never imagined having 189 subscribers. Never. I honestly didn't think, I watch all these amazing channels with all you people that color, and I'm like, gosh, I just color to color, and all you guys is just so amazing. Yeah, so I never thought I would ever have 189 subscribers. I actually didn't think I'd have any, but it was just basically me talking, just to talk about the day. And it does make you feel good, though, that other people like your videos and what you're showing, and that there are other people that do this for some of the same reasons. So yes, my husband is my rock. He encouraged me to do this, and he is my cheerleader. He's amazing. He really is. He likes to joke around about being amazing. I joke back that, like sometimes I'm like, sometimes we like to joke with each other. We're pretty good to each other. I kind of want a garden pot like this. It's so pretty. The colors. Could probably do one. I'm not much of a painter, but my sister's a really good painter. She just redid 2 dressers, and they look amazing. They used to be my grandparents years ago. And she got them, and she redid them once, and then she wanted to redo them a little bit differently, so she did it again, and they just look amazing. It's very crafty. Okay, I think that's it for 4s. What are we thinking so far? Let me get number 5. So 2 colors, 5 and 6 left. So 5, I am using bronze green, and that's 93, number 93. Make sure I pull the right side out now. There we go. Let's see how this looks. Oh, I like that color. Sorry, I turned my page a lot. Does anyone know if these markers would work in a Disney book? I mean, I feel like they bleed through a little maybe, but not as bad as some of my other markers. Them Dabo and Chobo do bleed through quite a bit. But these, even on the printer paper we have, barely do. So I don't know if they would in the Disney books, because I have a couple. I don't have very many. I think those are a little spendy for me. I would love to have them all. Honestly, I would, but it's going to take some time to get those. Yeah, I'm just curious if they would work in them. If you know or not, because I would love to use these in them. Those pictures in the Disney books take me quite a while to color. Well, I showed a picture out of the A to Z one, but I didn't do the flip through because it's kind of at a different, it probably wouldn't fit in the picture in the video, so I didn't do the flip through in that. But I have a Mickey Mouse one that's a color by number, and I've colored one picture in there a long time ago. Not a long time ago, probably a year or 2 ago. And that turned out pretty nice. I used colored pencils though because I was too nervous that it would have bleed through the paper. So I'm just curious if those would work or not in there. Really am liking this green too. Okay, I'm gonna switch this. I don't want to get it all over. Get it all over the place. There we go. In the future, I've been thinking, would any of you like to see diamond painting or diamond paintings I'm working on? Because I've been thinking about my diamond painting. I have said in previous videos that I've only completed one, and I have a second one I'm working on, but I've had diamond paintings, drawers of them, for literally years, like when they first became popular, and I haven't touched them. I mean, I wouldn't do them for you guys because I know there's some people that don't really care for them, which is fine. Just wondering if you'd like to see what they look like, either when they're completed, or maybe if I worked on one day and just show you quick, like, oh, I just want to show you diamond painting I'm working on. What do you think? Would you guys be interested in just seeing them? Or yeah, because I want this to be basically a coloring channel, but I do like to show things that I do, if you guys want to see that or not. Just let me know, and I would, yeah, I'll definitely show them if anybody's interested. Yeah, just like I said, I wouldn't do them on camera because I know a lot of people don't, well, not a lot, well, some people don't like them. I don't care for them. These color so nicely too. They really do. It's like spreading butter. Sounds kind of weird, but spreading butter like spreading butter on like bread. That's what I feel like. I don't know if all their markers feel that way, but the brush tips feel that way. The fine feel a little rough, so no, not the fine, but the brush. Okay, looks alright, I think, so far. So after my kids, if they finish their supper, they get like a choice of something that we have. It can be that they want for like a snack. Well, last night, my daughter didn't finish hers, so she didn't get a treat last night, but my son, he's like, he wanted a chocolate lava cake. So at Aldi, they come in like a 2-pack, and I'd never bought them before. So I'd bought them. I thought, oh, that would be a nice little snack. So I made him one, and he was excited. I think he just wanted to see it really, to see it ooze out the caramel that was inside of it. They had caramel inside these ones. But yeah, he was excited to try it. He wasn't a fan. I mean, he's not huge in chocolate, but I thought it was something different. Sometimes he'll have chocolate. Oop, I got a little spot out of the line. That's okay. So I got to try a bite of it, and it was actually really good. Really, really good. My daughter's like, I want the other one. I said, I'll save the other one for you. So if she eats her supper, she'll get to have that one. Today, my daughter just randomly, and she's not even in preschool yet, she goes, Mom, I miss my friends. I said, oh, you do? I said, well, what are your friends' names? And she starts rattling off a couple of her cousins' names and a couple of her aunts' names. And I said, oh, yeah, you miss them? She goes, Mom, I love my girls. That was so sweet. I've never heard her say, I love my girls, and I thought that was just so sweet. So I sent a message to my 2 sisters and told them what, 2 of my sisters, and told them what she said. And I thought that was sweet too. She's been asking for a sleepover with her cousin. Well, her cousin doesn't live in the same state we do. Last summer we went and stayed at their house and visited, and she had so much fun. She just wants a sleepover with her. So I said, maybe next time if they come and visit, or when we go and visit, then you can have a sleepover. She loves it. But my kids also call, like on the weekends, they say, Mom, can we have a sleepover in the living room? Like they both meet and they both want to stay in the living room. They want us to get like the air mattresses out. Well, my son can technically lay on the couch. My daughter might roll off, but they want to get the air mattresses. My daughter usually just wants to go in her own bed after a little bit, but my son will lay on the air mattress in the living room. Sometimes on the weekend. It's like a slumber party. And they like to build forts with chairs and blankets in the living room. Sometimes if I'm like cleaning or something in the kitchen or doing something, I'll let them on the weekend have a fort in the living room or something like that. Because they're all pretty much connected, so I can still see. We live in a rambler, so I can still see what they're doing. And then tonight, before she went to bed, we always give our kids, me and Dad always give kids hugs and kisses, and I tuck her into bed usually, and he tucks him into bed usually. Sometimes he'll do both, sometimes I'll do both, but most of the time it's one of us, each of us doing one of them. And tonight she goes, Mom, I want loves. That means she wants hugs. So I pick her up and give her hugs, and she goes, I want big loves. So I give her a big hug and a kiss on the cheek. She giggles. She loves it. And her brother wanted some. That stuff melts my heart when they say that. Just growing up so fast in a blink of an eye. Next week they're talking about maybe snow where I live. So, we'll see. I've been waiting for it. We'll see if we get some or not. We had a light dusting of snow on, let me see, the 30th? It was really light though. It was like nothing. Just a dusting. Still pretty though. I love when the big snowflakes come down. My daughter wants to play in the snow so bad. She tells me that every other day. Mom, is it going to snow yet so we can play outside in the snow? Well, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I love snow as a kid too. So tomorrow, my son has show and tell. And he's bringing his Pokemon stuffy. I guess he says it's called Garchomp. He like knows all the Pokemon. I know some of them from him, but I don't know all of them. In the summer, we'll play Pokemon Go and let him use one of the old phones to play that. He loves that game. And then we live by the lake, so there's a trail around it that we can walk around, and we do that in the summer. And you can play the Pokemon because there'll be Pokestops. I remember having show and tell as a kid in school, but I don't ever remember what I brought. I don't remember if there was like a favorite. I mean, I had toys, and I love them all, but I don't remember. Maybe I didn't. I'm sure I brought something. I just don't know what I brought. Did you guys have show and tell at your schools? Do you remember anything that you brought when you were younger? He wants to bring his Pokemon card collection. One of these times, he said. My husband got him a binder to put him in. I mean, he has quite a bit, but enough for now. And then he printed off pictures that he could color to put in each section of what Pokemon are, what types, I guess. I don't know too much. I only know a little bit about that stuff. So he was excited about that. You know, he colored one picture to put on his binder. I should put a picture on my color swatch binder that I colored. I was just thinking of that. And I did use that swatch chart that I did to pull out these colors, so I almost used the Dabo and Shobo, but then I was like, no, I'm gonna use the Ohuhu. I love them both, so I finished my first picture for the month of January. Can't wait to show you guys. I wasn't sure about the background I did because I don't really know how to do backgrounds. I just kind of wing it. My son and daughter both said they loved it, so I said okay. They loved it, so we were good to go. And then when I finish this will be my second one. No, I don't color every day. I would like to, but I don't. I have mom duties and I also need my rest. But I like to color as much as I can because, like I said, it does help me relax. But I also need time to rest and sleep and do other things. Oh, this is so pretty. I love this. Do they get like fuzzy on brush tips, or I don't know. I always wonder. I think the tips look a little weird, but maybe I'm doing something wrong, or that's how they're supposed to look. Well, they do look like a brush, hence probably brush tip, but or I'm just not used to them yet still, since they are pretty new to me. So this month I'll be doing another coloring book haul at some point. It's going to be a smaller haul probably for the month. Once they get here, because I am trying to color in all of my coloring books, so I don't want to go overboard, I guess. And I want to color what I think I'm going to try to color now. Hopefully now. Going with the flow there, but yeah, so it'd probably be a smaller haul. I'm not always going to buy supplies either, because I do have quite a bit of stuff I need to use in mine too. But once in a while, yes, I will be buying supplies as well. Okay, that's it for 5, and then we just have 6, and we are done. Ooh, I bumped the camera. Sorry, guys. You see that wobble? Okay, 6 is number 81, bitter chocolate. So when you guys color out of regular coloring books, do you use a color palette or do you just go with the flow? Pick out stuff and see how they turn out, or you just follow a palette? I do kind of both. Sometimes if I find some colors that I think will look good together, I'll stick them together as like a palette. Otherwise, sometimes I just go with the flow and grab stuff and see how it looks. This picture went pretty quick. I think it did anyway. Only 6 colors we needed for it. And I'm feeling very relaxed right now. Oh yeah, that definitely makes them stick out, that brown. Okay. So far I like all the colors on this picture. I think they all turned out nice. Okay, looks like that is it. So, try not to bump the camera again. What do you guys think? Absolutely love it. Turned out great. Show you the book again. This is the book, Brain Games Color by Number, Stress-Free Coloring. I will link that down below for you guys. And if you like this video, please consider giving it a big thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel and like this video as well, and don't want to miss any more of my videos, please consider subscribing by hitting that bell button down below so you'll be notified of all my videos. And that's it for tonight. Happy coloring. Bye.